the game, cause see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go.
ThaBoxingvoice.com over here with main events. The boss putting on a huge fight this Saturday. Real action-packed, great matchup. Sullivan Barrera, proven tough light heavyweight against Seanie Monaghan in a crossroads fight in the Aviator in Brooklyn, which is a great venue. Just walk us through how this matchup materialized.
Well, you know, this matchup has been in the works for so long, I can't tell you. When we first learned that we were going to have a Facebook series, this was one of the fights we targeted right away. We had the deal made a while ago, and then the day the first show kept getting put off, we kept holding on to it, and then finally the fight was scheduled for August, and then Sullivan suffered a training injury. We had to put it off again, so it's been a long time coming. We probably planned this 6 months ago.
Yeah, but originally I think you were supposed to have it in Pennsylvania,
yes,
right? But now we're moving it right in Brooklyn, which is great. I mean,
yeah, well, the Pennsylvania site wasn't available, and sometimes, you know, you make lemonade, so that's what we did here.
Yeah, sure. And just talk to me about the positioning of the winner of this fight. I mean, if Sullivan's taken, he's right back in the mix. He went against Bivol, who's a killer. He put his heart in there, just fell short, but he wins this, he's right back in the mix.
As is Seanie. You know, there is no place right now for fights like this. There are all these big deals out there, and elite fighters are doing really well, and it's a great time to be an elite fighter, because you can fight on Dazn or ESPN or Showtime, right? Even with the loss of HBO. We have these big platforms, but what there isn't is anything below that. So what we have here, and even the lower platforms like a Showbox, where they focus on young guys with undefeated records.
Sure.
In this business right now, if you've got a couple of losses on your record, you might as well just disappear. And that's a shame, because there are terrific fights that can be made with guys who have a couple of losses on their record.
Yes.
Even guys who have a lot, and I would mention Mickey Ward, who had 11 losses, coming off a loss when he fought Arturo. So, and Gaddy with 4. You know, I go back so far with this. I did some research yesterday with the fights of the year that I'll be talking about soon, and those fights are never the elite fights. It happens occasionally, but most of the time they are these kinds of fights. This has fight of the year potential written all over.
This is kind of like an old school boxing after dark, in the true sense how it was back in the day.
Exactly.
It's the complete fan-friendly fight, because again, these guys go in. And just talk to me about this Facebook platform. We know Golden Boy has done a couple of shows. It's the first one for main events. We see that these views are getting in the millions. We know that the younger generation are watching basically everything online. But Facebook, as opposed to Dazn and ESPN, which are great, you can just log onto your computer and watch the fight. You don't even need to install any apps or anything like that.
No, and you know, they know how to find you, because they know what you're interested in, which is a big advantage Facebook has, you know, over anything else. They're also, these fights are worldwide. I just spoke to a reporter from Japan. People in Japan are watching this. They're looking forward to it. So, you know, there are a few countries, Japan in particular, England, you know, all the UK, places in South America, places in Eastern Europe, where boxing is bigger than it is here. And I mean, they'll all be watching, and that is really nice. To give people free entertainment, and to give the fighters a platform that is that big.
And talking about platforms, Facebook is a big feature. Now, there's whispers out there about your company perhaps making a deal on another platform. Can you speak on that yet? No, okay.
But I'll be speaking on it really soon.
Okay, there's going to be a big announcement, and we're not going to go into anything specific right now, but if you Google around, you may be seeing some more boxing on network TV, and we've seen it before for main events.
You never know.
And God willing, now real quick, we have the big rematch. Kovalev coming up, Alvarez. First fight was a big upset. I'm sure it was. First of all, it was a great turnout, and having boxing back in Atlantic City, like it was back in the day, was fantastic.
The last ticket went out of the box office at 4:30 that day.
You know that market like the back of your hand. You've been doing that for, 30, 40 years. I mean, and
40, more than 40.
And it felt like 40, old school Saturday night Atlantic City in a great venue like this.
It really did.
But unfortunately, you didn't get the result, and Sergey didn't get the result that he had wanted. Speaking to him now about this rematch, a lot of people are going to doubt him.
Oh, sure.
Speaking to him, what kind of sense are you getting him heading into the big rematch?
I think the lesson to be taken from that fight. Sergey won every round until the one where he got knocked out. And the problem, and we saw this happening in the Ward fight.
Conditioning?
No, it's not what people think.
Okay.
When a fighter, when an athlete gets older, into their 30s, the trick is not to train harder, it's to train less.
Oh, well, it's less.
Train smarter.
Right.
Rest more. Sergey, and I'll say this, and going into the Ward fight, Ward people did a spectacular job of getting inside his head, and it's like watching a master class, where they were, you know, getting into his head, well, you're older now, and you've not been living right, and you've got to work harder. They knew exactly what they were doing. He was working harder, and harder and harder. And what he was doing was he was leaving everything behind. The elite athletes who are in their 30s, and I've just recently read a book about it called Play On, that really explained it. They have to train less, not more. And when he fought, if you look at the first Ward fight, the second one, this one,
pattern.
The pattern is he's going all out for 6 rounds trying to stop the guy, and then he walks into a wall. It's not because he didn't train hard enough, it's because he trained too hard. So, and because he didn't pace himself. He's got to train and fight like an old fighter, not like a guy who's 25. And that's what he's been trying to do.
And now he hooked up with Buddy.
And Buddy is the guy who was the architect of the whole back end of Gaddy's career. Those last 12 fights of his career.
Where he eased back a little bit on the brawling and employed more boxing IQ and extended his career in big victories and big fights in a lot of them in Atlantic City.
And so we need Buddy to work his magic again. And I do believe he's got the right student. If Sergey, we're all going to find out if he's going to learn this, if he's going to listen. And he's a stubborn guy, which is what got him where he is. You've got to believe that everybody's wrong and you're right to be successful. But at some point you have to recognize, okay, there are people that have experience you don't have. So Buddy is there, hopefully, to do for him what he did for Gaddy. You're a great puncher. You can fight like hell. You can knock
great jab.
But you need a little defense, because sometimes you got to take a step back, because sometimes you got to give yourself a little time to rest. You've got to be the ring general who's going to go in there and dictate the pace of the fight. You can't go out there and fight as hard as you can for 6 rounds trying to knock the guy out. But that's what Sergey was doing. So we're going to find out. If it works, he'll win. Yeah,
and like I said, a lot of people are going to doubt him, but if he's able to overcome it and get his title back, this light heavyweight division is hot right now, and he's a fierce competitor.
I promise you.
So there could be some great fights to make if he's able to be successful.
He is, Sergey, no matter what you think of him, he's got a real legacy. He's the real thing. He's somebody that, you know, he's got that place in his career where, you know, he gets his win back. He's going to be the man they all want to fight, even better. They really will want to fight him now, whereas before, everybody was avoiding him.
Shawnee wants that fight. He said if he's victorious on this fight, he wants to fight Kovalev if he's able to win too. He said that's the biggest fight for him because he's that name in the division.
And he's still it. And all these young guys, and I say young guys, and it's kind of funny, because actually, other than B-Ball, they're not young at all. They're all in their 30s. But he has so dominated the division for the last 5 years that none of them really got the chance, you know, to be the man. So coming to this time is really interesting for him. And win or lose, he'll still be in the mix. But I do think with the win, he'll be in a much better position.
Make sure to tune on to that fight, ESPN. Hopefully, God willing, there'll be a big announcement also for main events, hopefully in the future. This Saturday, Barrera, Monaghan, Aviator, Brooklyn, Kathy, as always.
Watch it live, by the way, or you can watch the link anytime. So if you're not,
you go out Saturday night, you can watch it Sunday morning right on your Facebook, or you can just watch it right on your phone. And you don't even have to download an app. Kathy, we appreciate your time as always. Thank you so much.
TV family, yes, YouTube has been cutting funding to their channels as of late, and with net neutrality going through its process, the internet is changing. If you want to keep your favorite channel intact, coming up with tons of content, and plus get hours and hours of extra content, head over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice to become a member of the TBV family and help support the channel. Peace.